Lion King. I can do Lion King. Okay, there we go. There we go. So, whoa. Let me paint you a picture, okay? So, we're in Africa. Somewhere in indiscriminate, the southern part, maybe the northern part. I don't know where the plains of Africa are, but wherever the elephants live, that's where we are. And that's where this picture is that I'm painting. So, we have a utopian society of all of the creatures of the earth living in unison. The lions and the tigers and the zebras and the antelope and the elephants and not the hyenas, fuck the hyenas. And every other animal in existence lives in harmony, and they sing together. They sing and they're happy and joyful, and they're I think they probably do karaoke. They like singing and dancing. But yes, so they live together in society somewhere in Africa. I'm going to let this fall because I want to get back up there. But the story of these animals, it doesn't just all about the animals though. The story is about the lions, the kings of this utopian society. Or is it a utopian society? Well, that's what the movie shows us, that it isn't. So, the king's son, Simba, he doesn't want to take his responsibilities as the prince of this utopian society seriously. He feels like he's too good, and he just wants to shirk all of his responsibilities and have the power of king now. He just wants to be king. But you know what? That's not how it goes. You have to earn that responsibility. So he shirks it. He does all kinds of just terrible, just doesn't follow the rules, and nobody likes him. And he ends up causing a stampede. He really upsets the wildebeests, and they get angry at him. Like they would. Like, if your king's like fucking with you, you're gonna get mad and revolt. So they revolt. Except, and he sings. I already mentioned they all sing the whole time they're singing. Even the wildebeests. But they revolt, and Simba's about to get killed by this revolt of peasants. But then his father, being the good king he is, tries to step in and appease them. But they're like, fuck you, your kid's a cunt. And they try to kill him. But he saves his son, and he ends up holding on to the rocks after saving him, because he almost gets knocked to his death. But wait, Simba's uncle, his uncle is like that creepy, like, guy who informs the king in every movie from the old times ever. I don't know what he's called. Who's the guy who talks to the king and just like gives them wisdom and advice? The chancellor, but it's Mufasa, the king's brother, Scar. That isn't a menacing name. But Scar, seeing his brother in danger, goes to help. But wait, Scar is not a good man, lion man. He's like, fuck you, and he lets his brother fall to his death, murdering him. And his son watches him fall to his death as he is murdered. And then Scar, he can't wait to be king, so he becomes king. And he's good friends with the hyenas. And he decides, I'm gonna make the hyenas in charge, because they seem like cool guys who have their own comedy club. And also one of them is a professional comedian, Whoopi Goldberg. So being the doucheball prince that he is, Simba is exiled to the edge of the world, where he meets fellow exiles, Timon and Pumbaa. Timon and Pumbaa, because in exile you don't get to eat very well, they live off the land eating bugs and random crap they find, and they bathe in their own feces. And they like to sing about a made-up philosophy, Hakuna Matata. It is not a wonderful thing. They are living in a terrible, terrible condition. But many years go by, and Simba's like, wait, I don't like living in a fucking pit of mud eating bugs. I'm going to go back and take back my rightful inheritance as king of the kingdom. Oh, I was so close. Fuck. So going, I need to look at the bottom left for this. It's easier to tell. Okay, let's see if we can get this. Okay, that was way too much. So he goes back to the kingdom, attempting to reclaim his inheritance from Scar. But, you know, Scar's like, no, bitch. I manipulated and murdered my way to this position fairly. You have to do the same, but you're not because you're a little bitch who shirks responsibilities. Little did he know that Simba, living in poverty and eating shit, he became kind of a badass, and he murders Scar in cold blood. He steals back his old childhood girlfriend, and he becomes king. And that is the end of Lion King. Thank you very much. I feel like that was pretty accurate. I'm 90% sure that was accurate.